For the last 30 days, I've tracked my habits every single day, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 biggest lessons that I have learned. So, lesson number 1, reflection is key. I'll quickly share how this has helped me over the last 30 days, as that's the topic of the video. In the last 30 days, reflection has helped me because, as you can see on this habit tracker that I have, there was times where at the beginning, I'm not sure if you can tell, but if you look in the beginning, for the first 2 weeks, I was slacking a lot. Like, as we can see here, day 1, I only did 2 of my 5 habits. Day 2, I did 4, and then day 3, 2. And early in, for the first probably week or 2 weeks, I was slacking. I was not doing much. And then I realized this, that I was like, oh, I'm 2 weeks in and still haven't had like a perfect day. I started reflecting hard. I was sitting there for hours every night just thinking like, how is this happening? Why am I not doing this? I keep telling myself I'm going to get a perfect day and it never happens. And then, I'm not sure if you've seen, but here from day 22 all the way down to day 27, so 6 days, if you look down there, I had 6 days in a row, 6 perfect days in a row. What did I do? Now, I used the 3 lessons that I have learned through these 30 days, but one of the big things I did was I reflected. I constantly was reflecting, constantly fixing the mistakes I was making, because it's not just about reflecting, it's about using reflection to figure out other things you need to learn. So, a lot of people just say, reflect, 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 but the reflection itself does not actually help you. You need to use reflection as a tool to figure out other things. So, personally, I use reflection to learn the other 2 lessons that I'm going to share with you in this video. I use reflection to learn that certain habits I wasn't doing, so I needed to prioritize them and do them first. Like, for instance, my journaling. For the first 2 weeks, before I bought my journal, I was going to just do it on paper or a different notebook, and it just wasn't happening, and I started realizing this. And then I realized, oh, I'm not doing my journaling. I've done journaling twice in the last week. I need to prioritize journaling. And so I started to prioritize journaling. I started to do journaling when I got up. I started to think about my journaling more. I started to do gratitude journaling and reflection journaling and all sorts of different things. And I started to prioritize my journaling because I knew it wasn't happening. I knew this because of reflection. So, if you need to figure out problems, figure out solutions, you must reflect, because otherwise you're just a ship in the dark with no light. Lesson number 2 is getting work done in the morning, especially before noon or before lunch or before midday, is crucial. Now, there is a few reasons for this. The first reason is that your mind is in a state in the morning and in the night where basically for the first hour after you wake up and the last hour before you go to sleep, that is the time where your brain is most programmable. That is the time. Those 2 hours of the day is the time where your brain can be influenced the most, right? So generally, if you think about it, the first hour of the day is either if you're really lazy in the first hour of the day, the rest of your day generally is pretty lazy, right? Or if you get up straight away, do your thing, do your morning routine, get straight to it, generally your day ends up being a lot better, a lot more productive. That is because in the first hour of the day and the last hour of the day, your brain is most programmable. So you must program your brain to set up your day in the first hour. Now, by doing this, how can you do this, right? So some things that I've done is get up and you either make or revise on your daily plan. So one of my habits, as you can see here, on this line here, is to do a daily to-do list. Now, for a while I didn't do this lots, now I'm doing it a lot more. Basically, you plan your day out, you figure out what you need to do. And so in the first hour of the day, you should be looking at this. You should be thinking about this and using this to your advantage. Start with small wins, because basically I made a video talking about a few ways to set up your day right. There's actually no how to get out of a rut, that's the video. So if you want to go check it out, I sort of talked about this in my how to get out of a rut video there. But you need to set up your day right. 1, do a hard task you don't want to do. And 2, start with some small tasks. Start your day with something. Start your day with something good, any kind of win, so that you can set up the rest of your day for a win. Then, do your work early in the morning. It doesn't have to be straight away. It doesn't have to be at 5 a.m. It doesn't have to be the 10 seconds after you get out of bed, you're sitting at your laptop doing work. But within the first 2 to 3 hours, you want to do some sort of productive work. Do your work in the morning. Now, I noticed, I'm going to bring back my habit tracker. In these days here, where you can see these days are like the top half. There is so many X's. But if you come down later, past sort of day 20 to day 30, you can see at the bottom there is majority ticks. All right, now in these first 30 days, I had 5 daily habits. After day 20, I had 3s, 4s, and 5s every single day. I think I had like 1 3 out of 5 day for the entire last 10 days of that challenge. Something I did was I would start to do work in the morning, and I would really prioritize doing my work because I knew that's the thing I wasn't doing. I've gotten a handle on journaling, and then I realized, oh, well, I'm not getting my deep work done, I'm not getting my work done. Do it early in the morning, prioritize it. Do your work in the morning, ladies and gentlemen, because otherwise it will not happen. And lesson number 3, the final lesson of this video, you have to do things to keep yourself accountable. Now, what does this mean? This is different for every person, but personally, there is so many different, like literally, absolutely anything that you can do to keep yourself accountable is good. Anything. Now, one of the biggest things you can do is a habit tracker. One of these things keep you accountable. As you've seen, the first half of the challenge, the first half of the 30 days, I was doing basically nothing. The second half of the challenge, I was doing a lot because I've been reflecting. This was here to tell me I wasn't doing enough, and not enough work, staying true to my word. And then I saw this and it kept me accountable. Another thing you could do is document something. Now, whether that's through journaling, whether that's through taking photos, whether that's through making videos, some sort of footage, some sort of documentation to keep you accountable. Maybe that is have someone that you talk to every day, or someone that if you talk to people and go, yeah, I'm not doing it, you're gonna want to be more accountable. Absolutely anything that lets you see what you are and aren't doing is going to keep you accountable. These 3 lessons that I've shared with you today are 1, reflection is key, 2, do your work early in the morning, and 3, keep yourself accountable. I hope these 3 lessons have helped you. I hope these 3 lessons you will use in your own life. I hope these 3 lessons that I have shared with you today have been helpful because these are lessons that I have learned over the last 30 days, the last month. It took me to learn these 3 lessons, and now you've been able to learn it in 8 minutes. My name is Sam, if you don't already know who I am. I'm your leader of the Teamwork Movement. My goal is to inspire and motivate and help as many young people as possible to become the most capable versions of themselves, while also being able to lead the way through my own self-improvement. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope you've learned something, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.